We all want to shed unwanted pounds this new year, but what is the best way to do it? The Core Reset Diet may be the map to help guide you on your journey to your ideal weight.
Here with more is the author, Steven Worley. Steven, how are you?
Great, thank you.
Does this work on cats?
And dogs.
I don't think so,
okay.
But maybe you could probably apply it to them.
I know the circadian rhythm can work on pets as well. We'll get that in a second, though. Let's talk about your journey with food and how you came up with this diet, because you went through this. I mean, everyone's gone through this.
Right. So I grew up, my mom cooked at home all the time. She was a stay-at-home cook, and there was always food. She had homemade cookies and bread and all that stuff. So I grew up just loving food. And then as I got older, I kept eating, and I always had this relationship where I loved to eat, but there were times when I ate too much and I felt bad. And as I got older, I wanted to be more healthy, and I found that some people, I'd go out to eat with people and it seemed like I ate as much as them, but they were thinner than I was.
Doesn't it drive you nuts?
And it was just crazy. So then I started researching and thinking, following what I was doing and whatnot. So here's what my typical eating habit was. I'd get up and go exercise, do something. I'd grab a piece of bread, maybe some juice, go to work. By 10 o'clock, I was starving. Yeah. By noon, then I went out and ate for lunch, and I ate way too much for lunch. 4 o'clock, I was starving again. Get home from work, ate a huge dinner, and then I'd be hungry 2 hours later, be snacking, then have dessert before dinner. So I had all of these calories in the evening time and almost none in the morning. And because there was so much, I was eating so much at night, when I woke up, I wasn't hungry at all.
Yeah.
And so that changed. So then I thought, well, that may be a difference. So that's when I looked at circadian rhythm.
Yeah.
So I was in the medical field, and the circadian rhythm, a study came across that talked about that. So what the circadian rhythm is all of us, it's shown here, we all have a circadian rhythm. Our bodies are preset. In fact, about 4 o'clock every morning is our lowest body temperature. And from there, even before we wake up, our body's hormones, respirations, temperature, and blood pressure are all starting to go up.
Fire up the engine, yeah.
That's right, starting to fire up the engine, and then it goes up through the day. It varies, of course, a little bit, but then our peak temperature, heart rate, and all that is about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and then it starts to wind down as we get ready to go to sleep. So what I found was if I matched my eating to that cycle, then therefore I can get the benefit of the day and matching my body, so my body can work at its peak. So what that means then, we have all day to burn off calories if we eat them in the morning. So that means breakfast is the most important meal of the day.
Have the rich, robust breakfast.
Have a big breakfast.
Sensible dinner.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
A smaller lunch, and then an even smaller light dinner, and then the key then is not to snack. Wow. Because if you eat at night, then your body really can't process it because it's already shutting down. So then by morning, you're not hungry. But if you eat a light dinner and then don't snack, then by morning you're starving, as you should be, because you have that's why it's breakfast, because you're basically been fasting all night long and your body's ready for a big breakfast. And that jumpstarts you for your energy for the day.
Wow.
And that's really key.
What do you like to eat for breakfast?
So I like to make a big breakfast, so I usually have egg whites and turkey bacon with some oatmeal and fruit and then some juice of some kind. So that's enough. So it's really balanced, really healthy.
Yeah.
And then I just go from there. So my key is, that's the first part of the diet in the book.
And there's a whole second part.
Yeah. The second part then is listening to ourselves. We all have an inner light, inner spirit, inner higher consciousness, whatever you want to call it. And if you ask yourselves and really listen, it will tell you when you're full and what to eat and what not to eat. So what I found is that once you start the circadian eating that way, have a big breakfast, a moderate lunch, and a light dinner, then when you go to eat these meals, you can ask yourself, well, am I full now? Have I ate enough? Or you can sit down at breakfast and say, what do I need to eat today? Oh, I need some more fruit, or I need some more vegetables. And your body you can figure that out and hear yourself, and you will tell yourself what exactly you need to eat.
Does that mean you have to eliminate fast food, let's say for lunch, if you wanted to do a moderate lunch?
Well, again, you can do whatever you want. I wouldn't say eliminate, but what I found, this is what I found, is once I started eating this way, I typically would kind of eat the way I was before, but then as I started asking myself, and and listening to myself, I would start to make better and better choices along the way. And so then you know, you ask yourself, okay, I'm really starving, and you know, I have a meeting coming up, I need to eat something. So then you go to fast food and say, well, what should I eat? Oh, you probably get a salad. I mean, that's a better choice if you ask yourself. I mean, sometimes there's just, you know,
cravings
at Christmas time or whatever, you're going to have some cookies or whatever, but you know, you just do it in moderation, and you have it as part of your meal plan. So instead of, you know, having a large dinner and then eating a bunch of cookies at Christmas, you have a couple of cookies after dinner, and so then you have your pause after dinner, so you're ready, waking up the next morning hungry and ready for the day.
See, now this makes a lot of sense. We see that it's worked for you. How do we get ourselves into this core reset diet?
So the first thing you can do is, of course, read the book, and that really helps you understand. Because what I found is that both sides of that, you know, I talk about the circadian rhythm and then listening to ourselves. By doing both of those, that helps you stick with the plan. Because a lot of times people eat a light dinner and then they're like, okay, what now? You know, I'm sitting at home watching TV, and you get all these commercials telling you, oh, grab this, grab that, you got to you know, eat more, you know, grab your Lay's potato chips or whatever it is, and we're used to that. So, you know, if you know that your body doesn't need the calories, for one, and then you ask yourself if you really need it, then, and your body says, well, no, well, then there's two things right there.
The book helps reset your brain, and then the brain will help reset your body.
Right, it helps, right. By doing this, by the circadian way, eating a large breakfast, a medium lunch, and a light dinner, your body resets to what, really close to what it needs. And then as you start listening to yourself, then in telling yourself, right, then now you're reconnecting your body and spirit, and your body is just becoming a machine that really works well, as it's supposed to well.
You have a book signing that's coming up at the end of the month. When is it and where is it?
So it's 2 weeks from tonight, January 21st, and it's at the Windmill Library. And what I will do is we'll be there from 5 to 7, and what will happen is I will present all the ideas in the book. So we'll do like an hour presentation. There'll be a book signing and answer any questions anybody wants to come and ask and try it. So.
And I know we have a few seconds left. If there's, say, an event or a group that wants to learn more about this, are you able to teach about the core reset diet?
Absolutely. Happy to go to different groups and events and teach this and present it and share it and bring the books, and we have it. And
can we find your book on Amazon too?
The book is on Amazon. It's on Kindle. It's on Nook and iBooks. It's also available at Barnes & Noble, or you can go to the website, coreresetdiet.com, and get
congratulations on losing the weight and keeping it off.
Thank
and
you very
resetting
much.
your core.
I appreciate it.
Thank you.
So much. Reset your reading habits for 2015. To find out more, Steven is hosting a book review and signing. It's on Wednesday the 21st. It's 2 weeks from today in the conference room at Windmill Library. It's free to attend.
Meantime, if you'd like to learn more about the Core Reset Diet and how it can help you achieve your ideal weight while also helping you develop a new mindset with food, just head to the website right there on your screen.